I'm going to crack this thing open.
You know how like advent calendars for kids, those chocolate?
Yeah. Yep, we got one.
I'm like that with pumpkin pie.
No, it's my first Marvel movie. Everyone's like, oh my God, you got to see a Marvel movie in theaters. So I'm like, okay, I'll go see Spider-Man.
Maybe they should have been in there because I have some opinions on why Georgia is in the playoffs. They should not be in the playoffs.
Oh my God.
Why should
Not
they?
you.
They just lost.
Welcome to the Beer and Sports Podcast. Am I too loud again?
No, you're good. It's just late night edition. It's midnight edition.
I am Josh Wingate. He is Josh Kimmel. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, and now finally YouTube. We decided.
Let's go. Flex on them hoes.
Yeah. Okay, now we're just doing, hey, I go to the gym. So here's the thing. Since Twitter will not allow our fans to converse.
Hey, hold on.
What?
I don't like the word fans. Viewers, listeners, like, I don't.
I mean, I like fans.
Okay. I'm humble, so I'm going
it.
to say listeners or viewers. You say fans. You think they're fanatics. I'm just.
No, I don't think they're
viewers.
fanatics. I just think, I don't know.
Yeah. Viewers. Sorry, Josh. It's the midnight edition. You don't know what you're going to get from me tonight. You really don't.
It's midnight edition. It's 8:46 right now, Eastern time. But anyway, again, we are on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Mugs and Balls on all platforms. We are sharing the link and retweeting that link. I hope Kimmel is doing that right now.
Been done it.
There we go. So yeah, it's the night. That's going to be our normal scheduled time now. We decided drinking beer in the morning is just not for us.
It's
right?
not for me because I'm trying to climb that corporate ladder. You know, I just
I get that.
Semi-promotion today. Big day for me today. Four people at my entire department in Progressive Insurance. Oh, I work there. 4 people in my department got chosen for this project today, and I was one of the 4. And I've been there less than 9 months.
There you go. Congratulations.
So I'm climbing this ladder. I can't be drinking beer on the internet and during half the time
during
I was
work hours.
Half the time, no, I'm just gonna say it. I was on the clock.
But anyway, you weren't drinking while you were on the clock.
I was never drinking, but I was taking my break. But I'm drinking now.
Yeah, and that's why we decided to do it this way. What do you have for us today?
I have an Angry Chair stuffed fudge bucket. So just think about a double stuffed
Angry Chair. You brought Angry Chair to Mobile with us.
Yeah, it's only like 15, 20 minutes away from me. It's a great stout. It's one of their, they only release it once a year. It's just basically chocolate, Oreos, goodness, nice stout, nice color. This is a solid beer if you want to drink something like, just dark by yourself. I love when they put stouts in cans, but I hate cans and stouts because it starts to taste metallic if you leave it in there for a while. To me, at least. That's why I prefer stouts out of a glass bottle, but
gotcha.
This will do for now. I can't drink a giant bottle by myself.
No, I get you. So you give the rating because I've been kind of slipping on that here lately. So we're going to try and get back to that, get ratings going, get it on that application that is not sponsoring us right now. I have Allagash 2 Lights.
Okay.
I thought it was interesting. It's a beer brewed with Sauvignon Blanc. Must fermented with lager and champagne yeast. So I thought it was interesting. I was like, and I just read it as you're reading that, and I'm like, this might have been a bad decision.
Look, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Mine's a solid 4. I already know. I've had this beer multiple times.
Yeah.
So.
I'm a man of the people, so I am going to.
I think I'm a man of the people, so they don't have to hear that because it's loud. It's loud.
It's always good to hear a beer cracking. So cheers.
Cheers. I drank so much last night, Josh. I was at a wedding, and I drank about 500 seltzers, and I had the biggest headache all freaking day today. And I haven't drank beer consistency or alcohol in a long time because I don't know if you noticed, I've been hitting the gym.
You've been hitting the gym, bro.
Yeah, bro, gnarly. But let's get right into the show, man. Like the sports aspect of the show. After you give your beer rating, of course, 3.2.
Yeah, I am. It's actually not bad, but I'm going to go like a 3.5. It goes just halves, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Quarters.
Quarters. So yeah, I was perfect. I was gonna go 3.25.
There you go. Boom. Drinking beer on a midnight edition,
Yeah,
baby.
it's not
All
bad.
right.
But I plan on drinking that and then hopefully getting into this bad boy.
Oh, we're doing 2. Okay.
I brought 2
wasn't-
just because it's game night.
I
So
wasn't prepared for that.
but I didn't say this before. Josh Kimmel OUS, Josh Wingate 302. But anyway, you mentioned weddings.
Yeah.
And wasn't there something on last night?
Well, yesterday at 3 o'clock, the Tampa Bay Lightning Game 3 was in Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Dave Campbell went, Dirtbag Dave, my buddy Davey, my third co-host of the fantasy show. I don't know if he's a co-host anymore. I don't know. Did he quit? Who knows?
What's going on with that?
Who knows? But he went to the game. Everyone I know went to the game. But I'm stuck at a beautiful, magnificent wedding. The King of Tampa invited me to his wedding. The King of Tampa himself, Zach Blobner, one of my really dearly good friends. It was a beautiful wedding. But gosh, what a good time slot. And it wasn't his fault. He planned this thing 18 months ago. But the Lightning played at 3. His wedding was at 4. so literally we were all watching the games on our phones at the the reception, and you know where they do the all right, everyone go get a drink while everyone's taking 2-hour pictures. So we were all just watching the phone like that. Like every time the Lightning scored, someone's phone was always 30 seconds ahead. Yeah. And then you hear yeah. It's like, all right. Like, all right, guys.
Funny story. Adam, my previous co-host on here, his wedding, his first wedding, I was at that, and the Cowboys Eagles were playing. So I'm a Cowboys fan. My other cousin's a Cowboys fan. Everyone else are Eagles fans. And we're at his wedding in the back where the kitchen is, at the reception. Everyone on a little small TV like that watching this game. Yeah. And that's basically what everyone was doing until after the game was over, and then we went out and enjoyed the party. So
yeah, it's just a weird world we live in now, where we can just watch it on our phones as we're eating dinner, like reception or whatever. So, but now
I was probably 12, 13 at the time.
Yeah, back in the day it was hard. But what do you do? Like when I've been married twice now, and both times were in the summertime because there's nothing going on in the summer, which summer sucks here in Florida. Like it's hot. So in most of our venues are outside venues. So my situation was, are we going to burn up and die, or are we going to have a wedding during a good sporting event? I chose to burn up and die because nobody wants to go to your wedding. Like, the stupid, oh, we're going to have it on New Year's Day. No one's going to that, you idiot. We're going to have it on Halloween night. No,
my cousin did it on New Year's Eve. My other one.
It's just so, to me, I'm not into it. If you're into it, that's you. But gosh, just have a normal wedding on a regular Saturday or Sunday.
It was a nice wedding, though. It was like they did it up. They legit did it up. Open, like complete open bar, everything you could ask for.
Have you been to a non-open bar wedding?
I have. Yeah, I've
never been to that.
A cash bar.
I've never been to a cash bar at a wedding. I don't know what kind of people you hang around.
Yeah, I mean.
Actually, I'm not going to lie. I went to a Jehovah's Witness wedding where they didn't have alcohol.
Oh, wow. That sucks.
And I brought my own. I knew this ahead of time, but I brought my own. And I was getting judged left and right by the Jehovah's Witnesses. Great people.
My wedding, of course, was as you did. Mine was late September, but I made sure it was around no sports. So that Saturday, no sports was going on. We made sure of that.
And my anniversary is in like 21 days, and I have nothing planned. Nothing. I told her last night when we were dancing, I'm like, "Don't worry, I got it." Like I lied to her. I had nothing planned. I don't know what's happening.
It's in how long?
What do you mean? 21 days.
Your anniversary? Oh, there you go. Well, you got plenty of time.
I know I got plenty of time. Like, and there's so much stuff. We can go to the beach. Like, I can make something up just like that. But yeah, so don't plan your weddings during sporting events, man.
Yeah, please don't. I hate that. If you are, I've been to one where it was college playoffs, and this is the last. We'll move on after this, and we're all sitting at our table like you, watching. I think it was Notre Dame versus. I forget, it was 2 years ago, and we're watching this game, just like this, and they didn't have good signal, so we were like, "Do you got the rest? Like, what's going on?" But yeah. Anyway, You mentioned the playoff, NHL. What happened? I didn't watch the game, obviously. So what happened with Ranger Lightning? I know it's 2-1 Rangers. I got a little nervous for you there before last night, but let's go. What happened?
So I'll be honest with you. We're watching it on a little iPhone like this big. You know what I mean? Like you can't really see what's going on. I was watching the game in a bar before the wedding because it started at 4, game started at 3. So I had time to watch a little bit of it. And the Lightning came out hot. And they are going to come out hot. They're veterans, you know. They're down one of their best players. And Viking Dave was at the Jehovah's Witness wedding too. We crushed him. He looked so good. He wore a freaking polo, Under Armour polo. Who does that? Who does that? It's like just came back from shooting 9 holes over fucking Diamond Hill, whatever. Anyway, he looked great. But the Lightning they're a veteran team. They have the best goalie in the world. I'm not really worried about it. I was worried when it was like 2-0.
Yeah,
like,
I figured that.
I was like, this is the worst. Like this is gonna be the worst ever. And then they scored. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then they scored again. I'm like, oh shit. Like, let's go. Yeah. And then we were sitting down. This is the story. Right? At this guy's wedding. And mind you, at this wedding, I'm not gonna say who it is, but they're all the sports radio guys for iHeartRadio in Tampa. Top 20 show in the nation, the Running T Crash show. They were all there, so like they are all plugged into the Lightning. Like they. Hold
up, did you not say you're gonna say who it is?
That's the joke. Catch along. It's called name drop. Anyway, so yeah, all the iHeartRadio sports team was there, like all the guys, except for like the evening show. They suck. But I love you guys. But so like the whole fucking crew that covers the Lightning were there, and we weren't watching it, but we were on our phones. So you know that moment where you're sit down for dinner, and everyone's like, "All right, we're gonna introduce everyone, the bride and groom." So as we sat down in the reception, it was me, my wife, and my brother Sam was on the left side of me. We're watching our game. As soon as we sit down, 40 seconds ago, they score. The whole fucking reception room blew up, and Zach's like in the back. I'm sure Zach saw it, but like everyone blew up. Whoa! You know, everyone's high-fiving.
That's when they should have introduced the bride and groom.
Then the DJ just played Thunderstruck because Thunderstruck's like what the Lightning opened up every single game with, like. That's and cool. Everyone was going nuts, and that was it. And you know the fucking that just right there kicked off the reception. Like that would have been so. It would have been badass throughout the reception if he just played that song every time they scored. No matter what, he just. But it was like, over. Rolled into that. No, it was over. Okay. Off the reception, so they got married. They had the ceremony. They did the pictures. And then as soon as we sat down before the speeches, before the dinner, that's when they scored. So it literally kicked off the party. Which how can you kick off a party any better?
Yeah. Everyone's pumped. Everyone's Lightning fans there.
It was
awesome. That's pretty cool.
It was awesome. But so they play game 4 on Tuesday, which if they were the NBA, they'd play probably next month. Who knows?
Yeah,
because
I thought you were joking about that. And then I'm looking it up. It's 1-1 right now, and this could be our NBA talk because whatever, we're not watching it.
Who is?
And I'm like, he's joking, right? Like they don't play every 2 days, right? And no, they're 2 days. Every 2 days they get two-day break and then they play. 2-day break and then they play. So yeah, that's wild. It's a 1-1 matchup. Warriors are going to win it. There's our NBA talk for the year.
Pussies. But yeah, hockey is hot. I mean, we got like the Colorado series. I think Colorado can close it out. I think tonight. Yeah, we know the NBA trash, but I think that Colorado is gonna obviously. I think they're gonna win the Stanley Cup. I know the Lightning fans don't want to hear that, and it's not cool to say that, but I really do think the Avalanche are just gonna roll through either the Lightning or the Rangers. It doesn't matter. They're too good. You can just tell they're too fast. They score. Like, don't blink because they'll score 4 goals.
So that game is going on right now, correct?
Probably. I'm watching Monday Night Raw, unfortunately.
Monday Night Raw.
Unfortunately, I'm watching this bullshit because I had to, because our next topic's going to be about wrestling and injuries, so I have to get prepped.
So right now, let's see. Roto World's not helping a brother out right now. It is currently... And ESPN might not. Colorado is winning 1-0 at the end of the first.
Of course they are. They're the best team in the world. It's not even close right now.
I'm
sorry. I know you guys don't want to hear it, Tampa guy. I really know you don't want to hear it, but Jesus Christ, it's not even close. They're just too good. But let's move on to our next topic, which is injuries. Because something happened last night.
I was going to do something. I was going to do something different.
Sorry, I'm taking over.
I was going to hit up MLB for a second.
Nobody's watching that.
Yeah, everyone's watching that. I was going to say that the Phillies fired their managers. They're 3-0 right now without him. They've been crushing it. Like, they've been hitting at least 7 runs a game since their manager left. And they just did a walk-off 3-run home run last night to win the game after Bryce Harper in the 8th hit a grand slam to tie up the game. They're on fire right now. I mean, it's only been 3 games, but it's been amazing. I'm excited to see what happens. I know, say it again, is possibly throwing out an article here soon about who could be the next Phillies manager. But I was also going to bring in, so I saw Clayton Kershaw is rehabbing right now. And he is in the single A Rancho Cucamonga team.
California, baby. That's where next Friday, that's where they're from, right? Rancho Cucamonga.
Yeah.
Next Friday? Friday 2? That's where they live.
I haven't, no.
Yes, everyone knows that.
I've seen parts of it. That's the one with the Spanish guy, right?
I think so. And then the dad's like, I'm the only one on this block that owns my house. And
yeah. I'm a purist. Friday is the only way to go.
Of course, Friday.
Yeah.
I just dropped my top 50 movies of all time on Twitter. I don't know if you saw it.
No, I did not.
Friday made my list. You did not see my top 50 list?
No, I did not.
It's awesome.
Sorry, bud.
It's the best list of all time. It's getting, so I don't want to take credit for this, but ever since I posted that list, fantasy Twitter is like, ooh, this movie or that movie. I'm a fucking trendsetter. That's all I am. Trendsetter.
That's all you are, bud. So my question for you is, have you ever gone to a minor league game because a star is rehabbing? No. You haven't. Really?
No.
You hurry up, say no. Say no real quick. Come on, bud.
No, sorry. I had to get some Sour Patch Kids for my kid. Thanks, Zach. These were party favors.
I have. So in my area.
Because you live in Delaware.
Yeah.
No offense. But, like, we don't go to minor league. We got, you know what I mean? Like, we got spring training for that. We're not going to go to a minor league game ever. That's what I'm saying. Like,
really?
We don't really have that around. No.
I mean, I could go an hour and a half and go to a Phillies game. I can go 2 hours, go to an Orioles game. I can go to games. It's just Manny Machado was playing. He was rehabbing like 45 minutes away from me. It's like, yeah, I'll go. It's like $5 to go. Why not?
No, Gladiator did not make my list, Dave, because it's not a top 50 movie. It's not. But listen, I get your point, and I understand what you mean by that. But
yeah, you
have to think about where I live, and we, like I said, we have. So you go to Lakeland, you can watch the Tigers during spring training. You can go to Tampa, Legends Field. Like it doesn't. That's where Tampa. That's where all the people that come in here, the non-locals. That's where they get their fix to go see that, because we don't care, and we're not driving 45 minutes to a game. We can't even drive 45 minutes to Tropicana Field. We're not going to do it. We're only going to Lightning games because it's 15 minutes from the road. Raymond James Stadium is 15 minutes from the road. We don't support an NBA team because it's 45 minutes away. We don't do that. That's not how we roll in Tampa. So we're not going to go to a minor league game.
So you're basically saying that Tampa are a bunch of fucks.
Yeah, pretty much. The Buccaneers, 2-3 years ago, you couldn't pay someone to go to a Bucs game. You couldn't pay somebody. You couldn't. And now they're forcing fans to have 2 years of season tickets because they know they're going to cancel. Dude, everyone canceled when Brady retired. Everyone. Yeah. And then he came back, and everyone's scrambling to get their tickets back. It's crazy here. It
actually isn't bad.
Good. The only team that actually supports no matter what is the Lightning, which is surprisingly because it's so close. It's the best owner in all sports. It's the best franchise in all sports.
Do they share a stadium?
No, the Lightning have their own. But that's what I'm saying, though. They're the only team in Tampa that people will support whether they lose or win.
Yeah. That's it. So basically, you guys got shitty fan.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
With that being said, you mentioned last night that Cody Rhodes had an injury. You want to talk about that for a little bit after transition from rehab players to Cody Rhodes?
That was a perfect transition that I fucked up. But I'm watching ball. I'm excited, man. Like whatever. No, did you hear? So this actually got beyond wrestling, the wrestling world. Yeah. I saw fantasy Twitter talking about it. I saw sports people talking about it. Earlier that day, Cody Rhodes was reported that he tore his pec in a weightlifting, obviously bench press.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bullshit. Like, wrestling's fake. It's all work. Whatever it may be. And then I was at the wedding, didn't think about it. I got home for last night and watched the Hell in a Cell match. And I saw Cody's fucking. Did you see it? Did everyone see it? Pull it up.
I didn't watch it.
So Cody's
I will say it looks
right
fake
side.
as shit.
It's not fake.
The
It's not
picture
fake.
itself looks fake as shit.
It's not fake. Because trust me, I was on the whole this is fake bandwagon, but it's not fake at all. It's not. He wrestled a 26-minute match. He wrestled a 26-minute match with a torn pec off of his bone. Who else would do that? Who else? There it is. Show the picture. It does look fake, right? Because I thought the same thing. I'm like, there's no way that looks too. But as the match went on, paint eventually would rub away. It would.
Yeah,
it
for
really
sure.
Would. It never did. And then tonight he
That
was
looks
on Raw.
gnarly as shit.
on have you seen a torn pec in real life? I mean, that's the first time you've seen one.
Yeah, I've never seen a torn.
Oh, that's what they always look like. So yeah, it's legit. He wrestled a full match in a Hell in a Cell. I know you don't understand what that means, but like he wasn't just basically doing.
But that's a bunch of shit inside the cell, right?
Yeah. So he was doing. He went through a fucking table.
Yeah.
And there
Isn't there like fire in there sometimes?
No, not. Yeah, sometimes. But he was doing things with his arms backwards and like. Anyway, that is crazy. But like, no professional athlete should play through a torn.
Oh, you can't see my.
Ever.
You can't see my.
I see your screen.
Yeah, but you can't see my mouse.
No, I can't.
Damn.
But the point is we were gonna because I wanted to talk to you. This is my biggest topic. Is like, what athletes or what have you seen in your life that like holy shit he played through that? Like, there's multiple like Chris Sims busting his spleen during a
and that was one of my lead up to that was and I told you to get your top two played through injuries. So what are your top two played through injuries as far as
I think Cody takes number one. I really do, even though it's
really
dude. Okay, like I understand. Okay, so a professional athlete, what would you say? Phillip Rivers versus 20.
Yeah,
ACL. I don't want to burn your shit. Is ACL like okay? You stood there, you snapped, you took a couple steps back and threw it. Like it's painful. It's hell. It's respect. Like I get it. But
I mean, as far as that, I'll say they're equivalent.
I wouldn't say so because one guy's getting slammed on the mat. Imagine you.
But look at that, like a torn pec. Yes, I get that. But getting slammed on the mat isn't going to hurt your torn pec.
Just touching it would hurt. Have you ever ruptured a muscle at all? It hurts.
No, I haven't.
Yes.
I've broken bones, but never ruptured a muscle.
Well, I mean, I have. I work out. I don't know if you know. But I've strained muscles and it hurts. The guy was putting his arms back like this, doing like moves like that.
Okay, that would hurt, yeah.
And he was doing that all night to sell the injury, which was, I don't know how much pain.
To sell the injury.
Well, yeah, because, when it's known, even tonight on Raw, he gave a speech saying, because he has to have legit surgery. He'll be out for 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
At the end of his speech, Seth Rollins, the heel, came out, beat the shit out of him, tore his shirt off, and took a sledgehammer and kept on not just like fake poking him, he was poking him with it, like with the non-sledgehammer part. Dude, take a stick right now to your fucking chest. That would hurt. Imagine if your chest was torn. Imagine that. That would be painful. And Cody's not a pussy. He was spun through fire tables. He's broken ribs and still wrestled. Like, wrestlers are fucking gnarly, dude. These guys go through a lot of stuff that people don't know about.
No, I it's hard on the body for sure.
But that's just one of them. I got multiple. I got more than two.
Okay, who's your next one?
My next one, I mean, do you want me to top it? Do you want me to pull out my giant dick and to show you this is the ultimate one? You're not going to beat it? Or do you want me to go small first?
Do your ultimate one.
All right, Patrice Bergeron, 2013. Everyone knows.
No clue who that is.
Everyone knows. What? Dave. Dirtbag Dave, are you still watching? Do you remember Patrice? Do you remember what Bergeron went through in his 2013 Cup final?
Oh, this is hockey. We're talking about hockey. That's so funny.
Cracked ribs, torn cartilage, and a punctured lung in Game 5, plus a separated shoulder during the first period of Game 6. Played 17 minutes and 45 seconds on the ice. Wound up in the hospital after the game. We're talking cracked ribs. Okay, first off, no one plays with cracked ribs. Torn cartilage and a punctured lung. The dude was dying. And he also sustained a separated shoulder. And he played through the game. I mean, 17 minutes on the ice.
Tony Romo broke his rib that punctured his lung and played and then went back and won the game against the 49ers.
Dave, look. Every hockey player plays with broken ribs. Big deal.
Okay,
Who cares?
yeah.
But punctured lungs?
Yeah, Tony Romo played against the 49ers with a broken rib and punctured lung. So
in a league where you can't play or touch a quarterback. Got it. Understood.
I'm just saying he still did it.
But in a game where you can't touch him. Okay.
So one of my top injuries, and it's going to go performance-wise as well. Tiger Woods played in 2008 with a broken leg and torn ACL. Before he even teed off, broken leg, torn ACL. If you think about it, with the movement he's doing in his lower half and everything, that's pretty big. Played 91 holes. It came down to a playoff at the end, and he ended up winning the entire U.S. Open.
I remember that very well. Yes, that's very painful. How can you top that in golf? No one's ever going to do that in golf.
Yeah,
no one's ever going to do that. Say another one while I bring up this next one. This one's huge. This one's This is the biggest one. This is the
biggest one.
What's that dude with the big dick that is in the pictures?
I don't know.
The Mandingo. I'm about to drop the Mandingo on you.
Is that the one that my brother-in-law sends in our group chat like every third day? So Byron Leftwich, broken tibia. I think it was 2002 versus Akron. Was he playing for Marshall? I just remember the green.
Yeah, because they were carrying him down the field after every. Yep.
And came back and won 17 points behind.
All right. Here's one. Set the stage. All right, we're going back to 2014. Right. Britney Spears was hot on fire. Right. She was. Let's go back into the scenes.
What song was out in 2014?
Genie in a Bottle. I don't know. I have no idea.
That wasn't even Britney Spears, but we'll go with that.
We're going back to 2014.
Genie in a Bottle, Britney Spears. Let's go.
Game 1, NBA Finals. Air condition went out. Severe leg cramps. LeBron James had to be carried to the back.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
He had to be carried to the back. Air condition was out. No, I'm just kidding. Fucking pussies, man. Honestly, you can go back to Cooch playing the entire playoffs last year or with broken ribs, but I really, really, really don't understand, and I've already brought this up. How the fuck does someone play an entire football game, whether you're a quarterback or not, with the torn ACL? That's gotta hurt. I've sprained my MCL before. Have you ever hurt your knee at all? Dude, I couldn't walk for like a month. I really couldn't. I felt like I was gonna die. And he's taking snaps, and he's pivoting, he's making moves. I mean, I didn't understand at that time how incredible that was, especially the performance he had. Because I'm just a pussy. I sprained my MCL. I literally cried. This guy played the entire game.
I sprained my MCL. I cried.
I did. It fucking hurt. Have you
I'm just kidding. I've never done it.
It fucking hurts, dude. Like
I've broken my elbow twice. That's about it.
Really?
I've broken this elbow twice, and then I've got hit in the head with a metal bat right here.
Oh. I was playing softball with Dave one time, and I'm terrible at softball. I'll be the first to admit it. I finally got like a hit, and I was running down I didn't even look, right? Dude, he tried to catch me out. He hit me right in the face with the ball. I'm like, you motherfucker. I should be looking because we're all fat old dudes playing softball like losers.
I remember we were playing slow pitch softball for like some kind of a competition, and I hit the ball. And it barely went anywhere. And I start taking off running, and I like stumble over my feet, and I'm like rolling down the first baseline. It was awful.
I love it. Dude, there's so many injuries in sports. So like, look at like Kurt Angle. He won a gold medal with a broken fucking neck.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking intense. I will say that. That's a worse injury than Cody Rhodes. That might be one of the ultimate.
Yeah, he won a gold medal with a broken freaking neck. Like that. And
wrestling is using a lot of your neck.
Yeah, I know. So I wonder how
real wrestling, not fake wrestling.
Fake wrestling pays the bills. So I don't know about that. So, and he did
that. It does. And
he became one of the best sports entertainers of all time.
Yeah,
but there's like, are you one of those guys who watch the injuries and you want to see the replay? Because once a guy gets
who was it that played for South Carolina? The running back that tore every ligament and dislocated his knee and then you're watching it, and his knee like spins around or his leg spins around.
I don't want to see that.
And people are like rewatching. I'm like, ugh, like it will literally make me sick. I can't watch it.
It makes me sick to watch everything happen. Like the whole, even go back in the day where the dude breaking his leg. Who the fuck was that for the the
UFC?
No, the Commanders, dude, the quarterback.
Joe Heisman. Joe Theismann.
Yeah, I still see that. I'm like, oh gosh, and it makes me sick when like I see Tony Romo laying on his back because his back is broken again for the 10th time.
Anderson Silva
when he kicked the dude.
Oh yeah.
When he kicked the dude, that was horrible. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Or there was one that was recent in UFC. I think it was Conor McGregor.
McGregor.
Yeah, didn't he like step back and break like his leg?
Oh, he did. Yeah.
Oh, that was horrible too. Lattimore.
I can't watch that stuff.
Lattimore was bad too.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That Marcus Lattimore. That's who it was. South Carolina guy. But anyway, there's some NFL news. Speaking of that,
there is.
The Rams extended Aaron Donald. Did you hear about that?
No, didn't hear about that. When that happened? Today?
Yeah, today. They extended him 3 years, $95 million. Highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL.
He deserves it. He's probably the most impactful player on that side of the ball ever.
For sure.
Ever. He probably is, right? Like
best defensive tackle of all time.
How do you think Sapp would play in this era? I'm not saying he's the best ever, but how do you think he'd play? Because he's in
this era.
Yeah, because I think this era is softer. The guys are soft.
You do?
Not softer, but the rules are more lax, and I feel like
not against pass rushers though. You think it's more lax against pass rushers? I think
they call more holding calls. I think they really do.
But I also think they call more plays against the quarterback as well.
But I mean, Dave said in the best, Sapp would dominate in any era.
Yeah, but he wouldn't be like. I think there's just a separation between Aaron Donald and any other pass rusher in the.
Do you think it's because of his size? Do you think it's because of his Sapp wasn't as athletic or just to say
Sapp was athletic, but I don't think he had the 1-2 like Aaron Donald does.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I always I hate comparing eras and Lawrence Taylor versus, JJ Watt, or whatever it may be. I hate that because it's a different league. You look at Michael Irvin, he was the best receiver in his time. But there's no way.
I don't know where he'd be today.
He wouldn't even be a top 40 receiver in today. I don't think. I really don't think so. There's guys that are a million times better.
Then you look at someone like Larry Fitzgerald, who played very similar to Michael Irvin. So,
I love pissing Dave off, dude. I can name 39 better receivers now than Michael Irvin. I probably could in today's day. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to bore it all.
Go ahead. No, we got plenty of time.
I know we have plenty of time. I mean,
we got 12 minutes here.
I'll just say it right now. Chase is better. Justin Jefferson's better. Tyreek. There's so many players that just get separation and are more playmakers than the playmaker. I'm not going to do it. You want to run down my top 50 list, Dave? Do you want to make fun of that too? Sit on the bench. Just get this guy out of my chat.
Get this guy out of my chat. No, I'm just. I think he was great in his era, but at the same time, it wasn't a pass-heavy era. He wasn't on a pass-heavy team.
That's why we can't compare the two. It's impossible to compare the two. I think we went around Calvin Johnson versus a player recently, didn't we?
Isn't Michael Thomas considered a top wide receiver?
He's one of the best of all time,
yeah.
I would say. He's definitely a Hall of Famer, definitely going to be first ballot, definitely going to break all the records.
I mean, he's slant God for a reason, right?
Slant God. I can't wait for this year. Jameis to Michael Thomas. I'm saying 160 catches minimum. Minimum.
But seriously, though, Michael Thomas is considered one of the top receivers. You would say top 25 in the league, guaranteed, correct?
Yeah, I really would. Top 25. I would say Michael Thomas is for sure top 25. If you don't think that,
Michael Irvin's I think Michael Irvin is a better receiver than Michael Thomas.
But that's not fair because we have recency bias, and I've already been through this, with Joe Burrow. Recency bias, right? People think he's a top 5 quarterback. Bullshit. Stop it, people. Stop it. Same thing with Michael Thomas. He was injured for a year, and
But I would say he's a top 10. I just don't want to hear old Viking Dave over here say that. Shut the fuck up. No, he's not. Blah blah blah.
Get this
So
guy out
top
of our
25.
chat. He's the worst. I don't
Um,
want to deal with him anymore.
I would say Michael Irvin is a better receiver than Michael Thomas.
All right. Then you know what? You can have your opinion. That's cool. I appreciate that. Hey, what's the dumbest thing you've ever done for a girl?
The dumbest thing I've ever
Yeah, the
done.
dumbest thing. The dumbest thing. Like the dumbest thing.
Dumbest thing I've ever done for a
Like
girl.
that you faked like something or you
I don't know.
really?
Probably date him.
Yeah, I mean that's a given. But like I'm talking about like so it's 10 p.m. or 9 p.m. on a Thursday and you're standing in the line dressed up like Harry Potter because she wants to watch the premiere or something like that.
Probably wake up at like 2:00 in the morning because they were upset and go and hang out with them at like one of the local gas stations.
How many hours did we spend like, oh, I'm sad. So we went to like a steak and shake or something and just talked to him forever and nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Nothing ever came of it because you just wanted her so bad or you just wanted to be there for her. But you were never the guy. I'm just thinking about I don't know. I'm thinking about this because we all went through it. Dave went through it. You went through it. I just don't want my son to be that dumb. And he's gonna be that dumb because we're just dumb. We're just dumb people. That's what happens.
Which Josh is he talking about over here?
Yeah, we're both scumbags. we're complaining about being there for women as they cry. Like so today on my Instagram, and I'm a married man. Like I'm happy, right? Like I'm good to go. But some girls like, hey, I need help. Does anyone know how to paint cars or is in the industry? And me, I'm like, well, she's hot. I know someone. You know, so I DM'd her right away. I'm like, I know somebody. It's like, what am I doing? Like, I'm so stupid. But if it was you or some other dumb guy, I would never.
Wow.
Would never. What is Dave talking about? Complaining about not getting any while they're crying. Oh, yeah.
Dirtbag Josh is his new name.
It's not about getting any, Dave. It's about getting somewhere. You know, you put this effort in and it's like for nothing. That's what I felt like. Your whole high school career is you putting in time with women that don't give a fuck about you. That's what happens.
Somewhere. But anyway, go ahead. Keep going.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you are on Instagram and your story, like, I need help painting a car. Who knows somebody? I would have kept on.
Wait, wow. Wow. Wow.
I'm just saying, like, if it was someone like you.
Dirtbag Josh over here, just
not
helping out a friend.
It's the midnight edition. I don't know what to tell you. This is what's going to be like for the rest of the time. This is no more 10 a.m., just waking up. This is time to. Are you getting tired?
Yeah, no, I'm just wiping the sleeps out of my eyes, you know?
Gonna play your Vikings, the Vikings.
No, we're actually playing, it is a zombie crafting building game, I believe. I don't know exactly what we're doing.
Call of Duty, Minecraft.
It is called The Rising.
Oh, really? You're playing that game? I heard it was good. I heard it was really good.
It's okay.
I started playing Fortnite again because the new season came out. Dave, let's get on Fortnite after this game or after this podcast. New season. Guess who? Like, you know how they always do the characters and stuff?
Yeah.
Darth Vader this year. Or this season.
Oh, well.
Super excited.
Excited. Are they going to do a, what is it? Shit. I can't think of the movie. What's the remake that they're bringing out right now in theaters?
Wait, are you telling me Hollywood's putting out a remake? I've never heard that before. I've never heard.
What is
By the way,
remake?
can we talk about some bullshit that I watched last night?
Yeah.
Civil War, Avengers bullshit. I watched the fight scene last night.
Civil War. Oh yeah,
with the debut of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So I was on last night. So like after Cody
Top
Rhodes.
Gun.
Okay, Top Gun. I want to see that. But after the pay-per-view last night, Civil War was on. I'm like, oh, let me just click over and see what's going on. It was the fight scene. It was like the climax. Hokey as fuck. The effects are terrible. The acting's terrible. The action's terrible. I hated it when it came out, and goddamn, it's so bad rewatching it. Have you seen that in a long time?
Which fight scene are you talking about?
Where they were all fighting, and Spider-Man's like, hey, have you seen the movie? We're Star Wars. And he's doing the thing with Ant-Man, and he makes him trip, and then that one dude dies. Robert Mack. It was one of the worst. Dave watched it. It was on last night. It was horrible. I can't believe people like this shit, man. By the way, no Avengers movie made my top 50 list.
Really?
None. None. Do you want to pull it up right now and do a live reaction?
Yeah,
To my list?
let's see. Let's see what it is.
What do you want me to do? Count down my list? Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, like share the screen.
All right, let me get to it. Gosh, man, you put me on the spot here.
I'm putting you on the spot. While you're doing that, Deshaun Watson is facing a lawsuit with 24th Woman now. Dirtbag Deshaun, right?
I don't want to get into that. I'll get canceled.
No, I'm just saying dirtbag Deshaun.
Allegedly. I put something on Twitter where nobody gave Kobe Bryant shit about anything. And then, it was 1 versus 24. Oh, okay, so 1's okay. All right.
No, my thing is...
One's okay.
No, I don't care about that.
We'll let it slide because it's 1. And he actually did it. And he admitted to it without admitting to it. Oh, okay. But it's okay because it's only 1.
I think
Fuck out of
Deshaun has circled around his web of lies a little bit to where... I don't know what you're doing here, bud.
I'm sharing my screen, man.
That's nice. Share your screen.
Midnight edition.
I think he's kind of lying a little bit. I think you're kind of hearing him tell some lies.
Of course.
And then also, before we get into this, 49ers excused Jimmy Garoppolo from minicamp today.
Poor Jimmy Garoppolo. Whatever. Top 50 films of all time.
This is the end.
This is the end. Me and Dave watched this movie.
What the hell?
What do you mean? What the hell?
You have some very low movies here.
What do you mean? Like, give me
Forrest fucking Gump is 49.
It's pretty high for it. It almost didn't make the list, obviously, because it's 49.
Forrest Gump is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Well, there's 48 better ones, like
No.
Ransom with Mel Gibson. Every day I say, "Give me back my son." You know how he screams that at the very end? One of the best movies of all time.
I've never seen that movie.
Billy Madison, Zoolander.
I could make you very mad by telling you I haven't seen most of these movies.
No way. Which ones?
I haven't seen The Fifth Element. I haven't seen Dogma. I haven't seen The Last Samurai and Ransom.
Okay. All right. Let's go on. You're ridiculous. Let's go on to the next one. Have you seen any of these films?
I don't think I've seen Annie Hall.
Let's count it down. Big, Annie Hall, Wall-E, The King of Kong, which is a documentary. The only documentary that made the list. Midnight in Paris, great film.
I haven't seen
Face
that.
Off. Everyone's seen Face Off. Everyone. Face Off. The Life of Pi, great movie. Joe Dierte, Mallrats, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the most recent movie that came out. My list is not awful, first off. My list is awesome, Dave. Have you seen... Okay, let's go to the next
I haven't
one.
seen Once Upon a Time. I haven't seen Mallrats. I don't know if I've seen The Life of Pi. I may have. I can't remember.
I named my cat Richard Parker, and Richard Parker ran away. 30 through 21. I know you've seen some of these. I know you have. They're Rocky 4, Beverly Hills Cop, The Shining, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Not the new Spider-Man. That shit sucked. The original, the OG, the cartoon version, which is 10 million times better. American Psycho, Up, There Will Be Blood, which is amazing. Chasing Amy, The Godfather, and The Prestige.
I haven't seen There Will Be Blood. I haven't seen Chasing Amy. I don't know about The Prestige, and I have not watched The Godfather.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And Training Day is not on my list, Dave. Spoiler. Let's go 20 through 11. Star Wars New Hope, the original, of course. It's got to be on there. The Breakfast Club. If you haven't seen The Breakfast Club,
Yeah, I've seen Breakfast Club.
I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. Rocky, the original. Groundhog Day. How have you not seen Groundhog Day? Any of you? Have you not seen
I've
it?
seen Groundhog Day.
Okay. Roadhouse, Friday, Die Hard, Natural Born Killers, and Back to the Future Part 2.
I think the only one I hadn't seen was Natural Killers.
All right,
Natural
it's a
Born
great
Killers.
film. Top 10. Boom. Star Wars Empire Strikes Back. Rocky 2. I love Rocky 2 better than Rocky 1.
You are so fucking high on Back to the Future. It is fucking ridiculous.
Let's go. It's one of the best movies of all time.
It is not better than Forrest Gump.
Yes, it is. What are you talking
No, it's
about?
not. Are you kidding me? Forrest Gump. It has everything in it. Literally everything.
Well, maybe I don't want everything. Maybe I want continuity. Maybe I want...
It takes you through everything.
Doesn't take me through what Back to the Future did. Back to the Future is so genius.
Tombstone?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that movie is. Is
No
that the
way.
one with like The Rock?
No, Tombstone is the Western with Val Kilmer. Oh my
Yeah, I
gosh.
haven't watched it. I
You
haven't watched
gotta
it.
watch that. That almost was number one, but Back to the
The
Future.
Dark Knight over. Oh, okay, this is pretty shitty here, bud.
What do you mean?
The Dark Knight is over Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump is one of the greatest movies of all time.
You know what? Put your list together, and then we'll compare the two. We'll put them to a vote. I bet you mine wins because
Anchorman's not on this.
No. Take my list. Watch
You didn't like
Anchorman
Anchorman like that?
I liked Anchorman, but it didn't make top 50.
Over some of these movies.
No, obviously it didn't put it on the list.
Jesus fucking Christ! I can't with you.
And then, I don't know what the problem is with you, but we'll stop sharing my screen.
Toy Story.
Yeah.
Toy Story is a great movie. Yeah, I
One
agree.
of the best. Honestly, what Toy Story did, see, you don't know the was the first.
Sorry.
You don't know the importance of Toy Story. Toy Story is what kicked off the entire Pixar. That was the one that put Pixar on a map. So you don't understand.
What put the star of Toy Story on the map?
What do you mean? Tom, sorry, buddy. Big was big before Forrest Gump, all right? Tom Hanks was way popular way before Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump was jumping the shark. Forrest Gump was a novelty film aimed towards elderly women that don't know shit about films, all right? Now, I like Forrest Gump.
Are we for real right now?
Because it's very quotable.
Elderly women that don't know shit about movies.
I said films.
Films.
They don't know shit. They really don't know shit. And they think, oh, this is an important film. This is so good. This is so deep. No, it was good. It was good. But it was not anything like a Tombstone or a Back to the Future.
How many times do you quote Forrest Gump?
Not as much as I do Back to the Future or
Really?
Tombstone. Honestly, the most quotable movie on my list is probably Clerks. I probably quote that every single day of my life. Clerks has so many good ones. If you've seen Clerks, you should know.
I have seen Clerks, but I couldn't quote a single thing about Clerks.
And then probably Tombstone is my second most quoted one. But because Tombstone has so many.
Jaws is number 6.
Dude, Jaws is a fucking... Do you not know what Jaws did to the fucking summer blockbuster? It is the first summer blockbuster. It is the most iconic blockbuster of all time.
But you're like putting movies together, and it's... No.
I like Jaws. Jaws is great. Any of these movies come on at midnight, I'm fucked because I got to watch them all. I really do. I have to watch them.
And... I mean, come on. Gladiator isn't on there.
No. It's not. It's a good movie. It'd probably be the top 100. It would probably be my top 100. But it's not in the top 50. And that's what people get so mad about. I had to leave so many good movies off. I really did. But there's only 50. There's only Transformers. Yes, Dave. I didn't put Transformers on the list. I'm sorry. No, but you got to understand where I'm coming from, man. Like, I am a film nerd. I really loved it. I love movies all my life. I grew up watching them nonstop. It's like I like movies over TV series. You give me a good movie over a good TV series all day. It's just what
There's a lot of good like sports films too that did not make your list.
Because sports films are all shitty. They're all the same.
Really?
It's all the same thing. It's like, oh, I'm gonna make there's two ways. I'm the best in the world. Then he gets humbled, and then he gets beat down, and then he has to come back up. Or there was the one where I'm an underdog, and I gotta make the team, and we're all gonna quit if this guy doesn't get a snap. Like, it's all the same shit. There's nothing original about sports films. If you look at my list, the majority of them are original films. Like not a remake or this one was made in the 1970s and now we're gonna remake it.
I got taken back in time and then I might disappear. Oh, I better get my mom and dad to like each other or I'm gonna lose myself. Oh, let's go back to the future.
Who was the first that did that?
It's just the same stuff.
But who was the first? Who was the first?
Every movie is built around the same idea.
Yeah, there's only 13 different ways to make a movie. That's why I like there's no more original content. There's no more original ideas. There's no more. It's done. Hollywood sucks. Hollywood's done. Hot Tub Time Machine. Like, look at everything we're watching. Look at everything that we're embracing. We can't wait for Obi-Wan and Disney Plus, another fucking spinoff. We can't wait for Better Call Saul, another fucking spinoff. We can't wait for Buzz Lightyear, the film. My son can't wait. He's too young and dumb to understand that it's a spinoff to a fucking cartoon that's on my top 10 list. Nothing's original anymore. It's all the same shit.
But there's only 13 ways to make a movie, and if there's 13 movies that come out, how is it going to be original?
You can still make a good film. Look at La La Land. It was brilliant. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is a brand new film that came out 3 years ago. It's on my list. I love that movie so much.
I
It's
don't even know what that
original.
movie's about.
It's original. It's Quentin Tarantino. People hated it because there was no blood and guts, but it was a very Brad Pitt. It's the GIF. It's where Leo's doing this in the chair. That one. He's in that.
Okay.
That's where it came from. It's a fucking phenomenal movie. You got to watch it. I haven't seen Top Gun Maverick, Dave. I want to, but again, another remake. Oh, we gotta watch the new Top Gun. Like, what's original anymore? You fucking sheeple. What's original? Look at Game of Thrones. Oh, I gotta watch the prequels. I gotta watch the ones that. Well, why can't we make something new? Why can't we make some? Breaking Bad was original, and we didn't even talk about it. I finished season 1. I went through it. I went through it. I couldn't help myself.
Not watched it.
It's really good.
Really?
But it's overrated. I heard it gets better, but gosh, it's not as good as people think. Well, at least season 1.
I'm trying to find a movie that a Brad Pitt movie. I'm going to ask your opinion on it. Where he is born old and then
Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
Look at my son. He doesn't want to go to bed. Benjamin Button.
What did you think about that movie?
It was okay. Oh, that's you.
Hey, buddy.
Benjamin Button was a movie.
It was original, right?
It was a movie where they tried really hard to be original, and it was original. It was good. It was good, but it wasn't like I'm never gonna watch it again.
Yeah, I feel like once you've seen it, you've seen it. But I feel like that one time watching it, it was a good movie.
It was. It was good. It wasn't like horrible. It wasn't bad. It wasn't.
So,
great.
What's the criteria to hit your list?
It has to have good dialogue. It has to have, like, dialogue and stories are what I like. If you look,
Does it have to be a movie you can go back and watch again?
Yeah, that's very important because it's like one of those things, where, especially when I was making this list. If it's on at 10 p.m. on a Monday night when I need to go to bed, no matter what scene it's on, I have to finish it. And all those movies are on top 50 are on my list. So, like Gladiator, yeah, it's good. Yes, it is, and yes, but I won't finish it. I'll watch until like a cutscene because I'm not really interested in the rest of it. You know.
So, Legend of Badger Vance.
No, I've never even seen it.
No, really.
No.
It's an amazing movie. I would say one of the best sports movies of all time.
I mean, if we're doing sports movies, I mean, you could look at my list. All the Rockies are up there. But some underrated sports movies that people need to watch.
Rockies made it.
Rocky's great. Rocky's one of the greatest films ever.
But you put more than one Rocky on there.
Yeah, because I grew up watching Rocky like a lot of people my age did. And I didn't put Rocky 3 on there. Denzel movies are on the list. It is dumb. Every movie he makes. Yeah, every movie he makes is the same fucking character, Dave. I'm over it. Like,
so Lord of the Rings didn't make it for you?
No, because I don't want to put myself to sleep.
Fight Club?
No, Fight Club was on. It would have been. It was on. So I wrote a list. So everything I do, even at work, people make fun of me, right? Like, I'm still a paper guy. So everything I do, I write down everything. If I have ideas, I write them down on this list. Like, that's my list. These are literally my movies. I'm listing them all. I know you can't see them, but these are all my movies. I had 3 pages full of movies.
Yeah.
And I had to narrow it down to 50.
Okay.
And it was on the list. It just got cut off the list.
Oh, that is true.
What?
Not a one Denzel movie is on that list.
Yeah, because he's the same fucking character in every movie. I can't do it.
Saving Private Ryan?
It was okay, but it's not.
Ooh.
If I'm doing a war movie, I'm doing. I can't even think of a good war movie right now that I watch. The movie with Charlie Sheen. God damn it, what's it called? But the point is, Denzel movies to me are popcorn movies. They don't make you think. Movie. They don't make you think. They don't make you go, wow, like that was.
And Back to the Future makes you think.
It really does, because if you actually look back and you watch it all in one, watch Back to the Future and Back to the Future 2. The continuity is phenomenal. The callbacks are phenomenal.
Did I say Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, I don't want to go to sleep. Like those movies are like the NBA. They'll just put you to sleep.
Schindler's List.
And that's not a movie. That's not a rewatchable movie.
Yeah.
It's not
Pulp
a
Fiction.
rewatchable. Pulp Fiction was on my giant list, but I only had room for one Tarantino film. That was Once Upon a Time, because Pulp Fiction's great. It's on my top 100, 1000%.
Okay.
But I can't put it on the top 50 just because of the rewatchability.
Okay. Hold up. Okay. I know some people that would disagree with you there.
I know, and I know that's great because it's still a great film. It's one of the best films.
Here we go. And I feel like you've talked about this before. The Lion King.
You know why they didn't make the list?
Why did not make the list? I feel like you're regretting that right now.
No, the live action film tarnished that entire. That's why Aladdin didn't make the list. That's seriously, those movies ruined that franchise. It ruined it. Lion King was great. One of the best soundtracks of all time is Lion King. But then they come out with this fake ass bullshit live action joke of a movie.
But you're going to base that.
You have to.
You're going to take away from the actual Lion King that we grew up watching. I don't know about you. You might have been like 21 by then. But that I grew up watching. You're going to take that away for something they created for our children.
Have you watched it recently? I watched Lion King with my son about.
I have watched it recently.
And he hated it.
Really?
Yeah, I want to watch Buzz. I'd rather watch Buzz. That's what he said. I would rather watch Buzz or Spidey, but like.
But you put Wally on that list over.
Wally is. Have you seen Wally?
I have seen Wally, but it's not the Lion King.
But Wally is a better story. It's a better story.
Braveheart
was good, but Last Samurai is better. Watch The Last Samurai. Watch if there's any movie on this list besides Tombstone, watch The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. It's honestly you'll love it. Like it's your kind of movie. I'm not lying. Look it up right now. It's one of your kind of movies. There Will Be Blood is a great film. But look, I understand you're pulling out all these great movies. Like everyone got Goodfellas was the biggest one. People were like, Goodfellas. You didn't put Goodfellas on the list? I got The Godfather. I already have my gangster movie.
I haven't watched Goodfellas.
Yeah, I already have my gangster movie. I don't want to put too many gangster movies. I got a lot of shit for putting Kevin Smith on my list. All the Mallrats and
7.
7 was good, but it's not rewatchable. It's not rewatchable. I don't ever want to see it again. It's like 12 Years a Slave. That movie was phenomenal. I never want to watch it again. I've already seen it. Don't ever want to watch it again.
Huh.
There's phenomenal movies that you.
I still feel like American History X. Would you watch that again? Or is that one?
Yeah. That was written down. I
love
that movie.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I just went through it. There was a lot of movies like the Don't Splash the Pot. That movie that was on my list.
I feel like Lion King not being on there is a disgrace. And
Goodwill Hunting was on my list. Didn't make it. Mrs. Doubtfire was on the list. Didn't make it. There's a lot of movies that didn't make the list. I'm sorry. There's only 50. My son surprised me with scissors.
Yeah, there we go. I just feel like it's a disgrace. Shitty list overall.
All right. Make your own fucking list, and then we'll go over.
I will make my list.
We'll go over your list next week.
Yeah, we will, and it'll be movies that I have seen.
Yeah, and then next, you know what? Next week, top 50. Because I thought about this, because I really want. I'm a trendsetter. I'm an influencer. Should I do top 50 musician bands of all time? Or should I do top 50?
Don't make that shitty list, please.
I'm gonna make that list next week. Next week, y'all, I'm having my top 50 music bands of all time.
Who? Okay, sneak peek. Who will be number 1?
Can't tell you that.
Yeah, you can.
I know who it is. I already know who it is.
Who is it?
I can't tell you.
Yeah, okay. What kind of genre is it?
Country, rock, pop, old.
Country. Oh, I know who this is going to fucking be.
You don't know who it is.
Are you wasting away, bud?
I mean, it might be number 1. It might be number 1. I don't know.
Country pop. How do I already know who it's going to be?
Might be the Beatles. I don't know.
It's not going to be the fucking Beatles.
Stay tuned. You know
anyway.
what? Might be Nicki Minaj. Ain't no holler back girl.
Nicki Minaj, Ain't No Holler Back Girl.
Yeah.
Gwen Stefani. Okay, anyway. We've gone off the rails here for a little bit. Thanks for joining for our hour-long special of the Beer and Sports Podcast. Thank you, Dirtbag Dave, for joining. We now have.
He's gonna be on the show next week.
Yeah, let's go. Newly named
He needs his top 50 list. Oh! Have you seen Transformers 3: The Dark Moon?
Is that an actual movie?
I don't know.
Newly named Dirtbag Josh Kimmel OUS. Follow him on Twitter. I am Josh Wingate, Josh Wingate 302. We are a part of the Say It Again network as I keep joining and coming back and on. And yeah. But anyway, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Follow us there. Mugs and Balls, all platforms. We are there. Appreciate you. What do you have to say to us today?
Go watch my movies.
That's your enlightenment for tonight.
You know what my enlightenment is? Be original. Be you. Stop being a duplicate. No, seriously. Dave gave me shit about this a long time ago and recently. Stop being someone you're not. Don't do shit for likes. Be you. Don't just say shit. And this goes all to you Twitter fakers out there. Who gives a fuck? Right? Midnight edition. Go watch my movies. Report.